Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to KSA Rising, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the world of KSA real estate. I'm Kursat Osman. I'm an indirect tax expert based in the kingdom with a particular enthusiasm for all things real estate related, not just tax. So whether you're a seasoned investor, a first-time home buyer, or just someone who shares my passion for real estate, this is the channel for you. Today we're going to talk about a couple of new developments, including the Adel District in Dammam and the new Aqualum development in Neom. We're going to talk about the changes to off-plan developments, the new civil transaction legislation, and new premium residency options, to name a few. So stay tuned. A new groundbreaking development was announced this week in Dammam called the Adel District by Adel Real Estate, spanning an impressive 5.6 million square meters and strategically located in the eastern province of Saudi Arabia. Plots in the Adel District are set to go up for auction in the first quarter of this year, so very, very soon. Situated along the King Fahd Road between King Saud Road and Riyadh Road, this meticulously planned project is positioned west of Dammam city, conveniently connecting to key highways and landmarks. Put together by the team at Adel Real Estate, Adel District is not merely a residential development, it is a carefully designed urban ecosystem. It comprises of 5 residential neighborhoods and is expected to accommodate roughly 50,000 residents. The plans also include an array of facilities such as office spaces, mosques, shopping malls, health centres, educational and recreational facilities. A standout feature of Adel District is the West Boulevard, positioned as the cornerstone of the development. This area is designated for the establishment of business communities, adding a nice commercial dimension to the project. In alignment with Saudi green initiatives, Adel Real Estate has taken measures to ensure environmental sustainability. A total of 13,000 trees have already been planted, contributing to what will be a green and vibrant landscape. Adel District emerges not only as a residential haven, but as a testament to urban sophistication and sustainability, symbolizing the evolution of Dammam's cityscape into a modern, vibrant, and eco-conscious center. As you know, this is my neck of the woods, so I've happily put this story first on the list. The Kingdom has introduced a new system for the sale and rental of off-plan real estate projects, as officially outlined in the Al Qura newspaper. Sanctioned by the Council of Ministers in September 2023, this new system seeks to improve transparency and security within real estate transactions, prioritizing the protection of the rights of buyers, renters, and financiers. Central to this framework is the mandatory registration of real estate developers in the Developers Register. This prerequisite is key for a regulated industry, ensuring that those engaged in selling or renting off-plan projects adhere to a set of industry norms. Advertising these projects in the media, whether domestic or international, will necessitate a license from the relevant authority. Now, an essential step to ensure legal compliance. Developers are not only tasked with securing this license, but are also bound by a commitment to begin construction within 6 months of its issuance, therefore becoming another factor like the white land tax that encourages development and not the hoarding of land banks. The system places a premium on timely project completion, with developers obliged to deliver as per specified deadlines. In the event of unforeseen delays, buyers are entitled to predetermined financial compensation, offering a safeguard against disrupted timelines. Enforcement mechanisms are also in place to address non-compliance. Developers and landowners are expressly prohibited from engaging in the sale or rental of off-plan real estate projects without proper licensing. Violations carry severe penalties, including imprisonment of up to 5 years and fines of up to 10 million Saudi riyals, or a combination of those two things. The new regulatory framework is designed to cultivate accountability and helps to support the integrity of real estate transactions. The introduction of this system signifies a commitment to elevating standards within the Saudi Arabian real estate sector as the kingdom continues to position itself as a hub for investment and development. The new regulations provide a solid foundation for sustainable and responsible growth when it comes to off-plan real estate projects. This next one is for the legal eagles amongst you. Saudi Arabia's legal landscape has undergone a transformative shift with the recent enactment of the new civil transactions law, marking a pivotal moment for businesses, investors, and legal practitioners. Effective from last month, the civil transactions law aims to modernize the kingdom's legal framework, helping to attract foreign investment and foster economic growth. This legislative shift signifies a move towards distilling Sharia principles into a codified system, aligning Saudi Arabia with regional counterparts such as the UAE and Qatar. The new civil code spans a broad spectrum of legal aspects, including contracts, dispute resolution, loss and damages, construction, and agency, just to name a few. Notably, the civil code operates retrospectively, applying to pre-existing relationships unless contradicted by specific statutory provisions or judicial principles. The section on contract formation, for example, adheres to familiar principles, emphasizing the need to have offer, acceptance, and legal capacity. From the basics of contract law that I'm familiar with from the UK, it mirrors some of the same concepts. For example, the possibility to create contractual relationships by having an agreement in writing or orally or through implied actions. So very similar to what we have in the UK. Of interest to those involved in construction, the legislation introduces provisions for exceptional unforeseen circumstances, allowing courts to intervene in burdensome obligations. Importantly, the civil code aligns with global practices, as I've already touched on, permitting parties to limit liability but excluding fraud or gross error. Saudi Arabia's legal landscape is evolving with the civil transactions law, establishing a foundation for legal certainty and predictability, key things. It's clear that there is a commitment to aligning with international legal standards to help foster an investor-friendly environment, and this is just one step towards that. In a strategic move to attract foreign professionals and investments, Saudi Arabia has unveiled an update to its residency programs. The new residency programs launched this past week target skilled individuals in healthcare, sports, real estate, and more. The aim is clear: drive economic transformation, generate employment, and facilitate knowledge transfer. This bold step comes amidst heightened economic competition in the Gulf region, notably with the UAE's introduction of the Golden Visa system and Dubai's Family Wealth Center. The premium residency programs offer unique benefits, including the ability to settle, conduct business, and own real estate, also to obtain work permits for both holders and their families. The move echoes the kingdom's commitment to attracting foreign direct investment, a crucial component of Vision 2030. The premium residency options have the following 5 subheadings: special talent, gifted, investor, entrepreneur, and real estate owner categories. Each category carries specific qualifications and benefits, contributing to the kingdom's vision of becoming a prime destination for global talent and investment. The real estate ownership option is another avenue for obtaining premium residency tied to property ownership. The criteria includes owning a real estate asset worth a minimum of 4 million Saudi riyals without a mortgage. The real estate owned must be residential in nature and must be appraised by accredited valuers from the Takim Authority. Mohammed Al Sultan, the CEO of the Premium Residency Centre, said, "We welcome applications from all nationalities. Our aim is to address the skills gaps in different sectors, so candidates meeting our requirements and objectives are encouraged to apply." These changes go beyond mere permits. They represent a commitment to shaping Saudi Arabia's future by attracting talent, entrepreneurs, and investors. The move aims not only to boost the economy, but also to enrich the cultural and professional landscape of the nation. The next story we have is a Neom update. In the breathtaking landscapes along the Gulf of Aqaba's coastline, Neom, Saudi Arabia's $500 billion smart city, continues to redefine the boundaries of innovation with its latest unveiling, Aquelum, touted as an experiential space embedded within a mountain range. Embedded within a mountain range. Aquelum is not just a development, it is a futuristic ecosystem harmoniously integrated with its natural surroundings. Imagine a concealed underground canal leading to a floating marina where visitors can enact their wildest James Bond villain fantasies as they journey into the heart of this mountain range. The journey unfolds a hidden community that promises an incredible sensory experience. Neom's press statement paints a vivid picture of an impressive courtyard stretching from the water to the sky. Aquelum will seamlessly blend hotel accommodation, apartments, retail spaces, leisure and entertainment zones, along with innovation hubs. The development features a dynamic boulevard connecting diverse social spaces, offering world-class hospitality, immersive arts, events, shopping, and dining. A signature space known as The Generator will house research labs for disruptors, innovators, and creative thinkers. Nothing mentioned about real estate bloggers, unfortunately. The futuristic development includes an omnidirectional internal transit system, facilitating easy access to upper floors, transporting residents and their visitors to their homes and hotels. I'm not sure what they mean when they say omnidirectional internal transit system, but I'm getting Charlie in the Chocolate Factory vibes from it. Aquelum stands on foundations steeped in cutting-edge technology, avant-garde architecture, and forward-thinking concepts. It's a testament to the fusion of cutting-edge design and construction techniques, offering guests a taste of futuristic living. Neom's Aquelum isn't just a development, it's a bold step towards a future where innovation, luxury, and lifestyle converge. Let me just remind you, converge in a mountain range, which has to be one of the coolest things ever. As per usual, the Neom team has released a couple of incredible videos to whet our appetite, so do check their YouTube channel for those. Bit of a serious story with this one. In a bid to revolutionize construction practices and contribute to Saudi Arabia's sustainability goals, real estate developer Roshan has joined forces with climate tech company Saudi Arabia to build a cutting-edge, carbon-negative concrete production plant. The collaboration aims to introduce environmentally friendly alternatives to traditional construction materials, addressing the significant carbon footprint usually associated with the industry. The plant is set to create over 100 jobs and will utilize Partana's proprietary concrete formula that incorporates recycled ingredients without the need for Portland cement or heating during production. It not only reduces carbon emissions, but actively absorbs CO2 as the binder components dry, making it a sustainable choice for construction. Partana's CEO, Rick Fox, expressed enthusiasm about the partnership, emphasizing the shared commitment to sustainable development. He stated, "Together, we're going to show the world that you can build sustainably without compromise. Together, we're going to de-link Saudi Arabia's development from pollution. Together, we're going to change the way the world builds for good." The environmental impact extends beyond construction materials, with Partana's technology repurposing waste brine generated by desalination plants, a significant contributor to Saudi Arabia's drinking water production. This not only creates usable materials, but also prevents environmental damage to waterways and marine ecosystems, showcasing the potential for positive change in various sectors. The kingdom's sustainability ambitions including the commitment to achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2060, receive a significant boost from this collaboration, with the construction industry responsible for 38% of global carbon emissions. Innovative solutions like Partana's carbon negative concrete are crucial for meeting these ambitious targets. If 100,000 homes were built with Partana's material, the estimated impact would be equivalent to avoiding or removing the CO2 emissions of over 1 million cars annually. Watch out for the magic happening beneath the surface as Roshan and Partana reshape Saudi Arabia's construction landscape one carbon negative block at a time. Addressing the nuanced legal landscape of landlord-tenant relations, EJAR, Saudi Arabia's rental platform, has outlined the procedural recourse available to landlords when faced with contractual violations by tenants. In a recent statement, EJAR clarified that landlords possess the right to pursue legal actions, including seeking fines, in instances where tenants breach the terms of their contract, specifically if a tenant refuses to vacate the premises upon contract expiration. Landlords can seek legal intervention to impose fines for each day of delay. Notably, this avenue is accessible when the rental agreement incorporates stipulations regarding penalties for such delays. EJAR further expanded on the process, indicating that if the rental contract includes provisions for daily fines, landlords can pursue compensation for each day of delay through the execution court, particularly when the contract is classified as an executive document. For non-executive documents, the appropriate steps involve approaching the judiciary for legal redress instead. Adding a layer of complexity to the landscape, the Real Estate General Authority, or REGA, recently announced restrictions on financial transactions associated with rent payments through EJAR's digital channels, effective from January 15 this year. Approved digital payment channels for rent payments are now exclusively by MADA or SADAD. It's important to note this mandate applies strictly to new residential rent contracts, and it's noteworthy that this directive has not been extended to commercial rent contracts at present. As the regulatory landscape evolves, again giving us some legal certainty, landlords are encouraged to stay abreast of EJAR's guidelines and its mechanisms to uphold contractual agreements. Now on to Quickfire news. Following on from last week's mention of the Tourism Development Fund schemes, Makkah's hospitality landscape is in for a major transformation with a significant investment of 2.5 billion Saudi riyals. That works out to be about 666 million US dollars. The deal, formalized between Al Qura for Development and Construction Company and the Kingdom's General Authority of Al Kaf, aims to introduce over 1,000 hotel rooms and suites to Makkah. Also following on from the RHQ news last week, major technology players including Amazon, Google and Microsoft are setting up regional headquarters in Riyadh. The trio of tech companies secured licenses for RHQs or regional HQs in Riyadh before the January 1st deadline mandated by the Saudi government. Other corporations such as Airbus, Oracle, and Pfizer have also obtained licenses, with signs of a surge in applications towards the year end. As mentioned last week, to attract international investment and compete with Dubai, the Saudi government offers incentives for establishing regional HQs or RHQs in the KSA, including tax breaks and exemptions for hiring Saudi nationals. Last month, a 30-year tax holiday was also announced for firms obtaining a specific RHQ license. Multinational corporations have traditionally managed Middle East operations from Dubai, known for its lifestyle, its low taxation and connectivity. Over 200 firms have now received RHQ licenses in Saudi Arabia, with companies like Bechtel and PepsiCo designating Riyadh as their regional headquarters for operations. As Saudi Arabia aims to position itself as a commercial hub, the move signifies a shift in how multinational corporations operate in the Middle East. Next up, Riyadh is gearing up for a major transformation as the first phase of the ambitious Sports Boulevard, a 135-kilometre mega project is slated to open this year. Launched by King Salman bin Abdul Aziz in March 2019, it aims to position Riyadh among the world's top 10 most livable cities. The project entails converting a utility corridor into a green oasis, connecting Riyadh's main valleys in the east and west. The grid of green pathways will cater to pedestrians, cyclists, runners, and horse riders. The boulevard, upon completion in 2027, will sprawl over 4.4 million square meters, offering over 50 sport facilities, 220 kilometers of cycling routes, 135 kilometers of walking and running trails, and nearly 100 kilometers of equestrian trails. Divided into 8 districts featuring ecological, entertainment, and sand sport areas, the project will incorporate architectural landmarks along the way. The Arts District, for instance, will host an amphitheatre and performance spaces, art exhibition areas, as well as retail and real estate investment zones, creating year-round outdoor spaces for socializing. Contracts exceeding $660 million have been awarded to Saudi firms by the Saudi Boulevard Foundation, or SBF, for road, bridge, and infrastructure construction. Last month, the SBF formed a strategic partnership with the Ajdan Real Estate Development and Al Bilad Investment Fund to finance a mixed-use project within the Art District, covering over 20,000 square meters. Through technological integration and urban planning, the Sports Boulevard intends to transform Riyadh into a smart city, catering to the evolving needs of its residents. Finally, designs for the Royal Diriyah Opera House in Riyadh have been released, scheduled to open its doors in 2028. This 46,000 square meter masterpiece is a collaborative creation of Norwegian architectural firm Snøhetta and Saudi Arabian company Sin Architects. Designed as a tribute to local visual culture and heritage, the Opera House will incorporate installations by Saudi artists, including the renowned Maha Malu. The expansive venue, spread across 4 interconnected buildings, will boast a seating capacity of 3,500. The heart of the Opera House will feature a 2,000-seat theatre for large-scale productions and headline artists. Complementing this, a 450-seat adaptable theatre and a 450-seat multi-purpose theatre will host smaller events and rehearsals. The new venue is part of Diriyah's comprehensive redevelopment, turning it into a regional attraction with its arts and culture, education, and commercial spaces. The architectural design draws inspiration from traditional Najdi architecture, adorned with geometrical forms and square openings. The exterior walls emit a warm glow, welcoming natural light. The Royal Diriyah Opera House stands as a testament to Saudi Arabia's commitment to fostering a thriving arts and culture sector, echoing the broader goals of Vision 2030. And I have to tell you, the designs are absolutely gorgeous. That takes us to the end of this week's news. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or topics you'd like us to explore, please do drop them in the comments below. Hit the like button, click the notification bell or the subscribe button, whatever it is. Please do join our community. Until next time, take care.